Ghosters. It's your boy Juice. I wanted to touch on the subject of heaven and hell for a second. And, I was thinking about something and I was thinking about the movie Papillon. I've seen the original and I've seen the remake, and the remake is pretty good. And there's a part towards the end where there's a scene where Papillon punches out one of the prisoners. And Dega's like, wow, like, who are you, right? Like, where do you come from? And Papillon's basically like, my parents were teachers. So he's referring that he had a good life. Like, they weren't drunks, they didn't beat him. Like, he had a good life. Like, he was well off, right? Like, I mean, I wouldn't say well off, but he had a normal life, right? Daga was like, man, I was poor and my dad beat me. So being Daga and the weaker one, because Papillon was protecting Daga, Papillon was like, whoa, right? Because Daga's like, you would think it would be the other way around. You think I would be the one punching out the guy and Papillon would be the one I'd be protecting, but that's not the way it went, right? Hey, life ain't fair, you know? And so it got me thinking of when I was younger, and I did a lot of, basically what that led to was because I kind of grew up fast. Me and my family weren't as well off as we are now, so I grew up in the city, and you kind of have to grow up fast when you come from the cities, so depending on what crowds you run with. And, well, I overdosed on drugs at one time, and I didn't see heaven. I didn't see hell. I was already being spiritually visited already without any of that. So I didn't need to experience that to go to the other side to even experience that. It was already happening. So I didn't see heaven. I didn't see hell. I was already talking to spirits and all that when I was alive, right? So when I accidentally overdosed, it was like at the same time my body was pulled out of my body, my soul, right? And I was like floating, and everything turned into a mirror image. All of a sudden, it was like the world turned into another world, the same exact world. And I was looking at myself doing those drugs before I overdosed. So it was like a time lapse almost, but a parallel dimension. Does that make sense? And the guy, me, looking at myself, the look on his face was the look I would have made. And somehow, some way, there's been a connection, and whatever you say and do matters over there. Over there, what they say and do matters over here. There's consequences, and nothing is free, and time is borrowed. So, when it comes to the concept of heaven and hell, I have no idea. I don't know. Whatever they are, or it is that's talking to me, or visiting me, or giving me this information, I don't know what they are. I don't. I couldn't tell you. But we can't deny that there's a spiritual aspect in all of this. Luck, whatever it may be, right? I don't believe in luck, and I don't believe in coincidences. I believe that there's not very many people going, and the people that need to know and saw the videos, because there's a lot of people out there who say they're telling the truth and they have all these subscribers. But I can tell you this much, they're probably not correct, and they're misleading and misguiding you. That's their job. That's their purpose. What about all the people that were really telling the truth? They never got that many subscribers. They got kicked off. Just saying.